What's up, guys? I'm Nick. This is Sarah. We're Free Will Unit. You guys are watching Fresh Roasted Metal.
All right, guys, welcome back to another edition of Fresh Roasted Metal. We are glad to be back, and we are happy to be here tonight because we have 1/3 of the Quest for the Fest with us here tonight. Free Will Unit, give it up to Nick and Sarah. What's up, guys?
Welcome,
What's up, guys?
How y'all doing?
Good, good. Stoked to be
Good.
here.
Dude, we're getting so excited about this show, man, and we wanted to give our subscribers a little bit of time to get to know you guys. So, can you guys tell us the story of Free Will Unit, how you got here?
Yeah. So basically, Sarah and I are married. We're sort of the core kind of creative writing force behind the band. So when we met a little over 3 years ago, I would say that's pretty much the minute Free Will Unit started, was
Wow.
essentially the second we met. We were playing music, writing music pretty much from the first second.
Right on, man. So, what about the name, man? How did you guys come up with the name?
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the aspects of this band is we write basically out there kind of trippy sci-fi and fantasy story concepts.
Mhm.
So a lot of our music, not all of it, but a lot of it has those story concepts sort of intertwined in it. And the free will unit is a concept or an idea from one of the concepts. It's kind of a thing in the lore in the story. And then as a little sort of side note, uh, I got that phrase "free will unit" from the TV show Futurama.
Oh, right on. Yeah, yeah.
So
Right
Bender,
on.
Bender,
Bender.
the alcoholic robot, there's an episode where he gets his free will unit damaged, so he can't make decisions for himself.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Oh, dude, I totally love that. I mean, yeah, I guess some people kind of tend to know that whole thing, free will unit. Because I remember when I was looking you guys up at first, I kind of pulled it. That's one of the things I first pulled up.
Yeah.
It's like, huh, that's interesting. Because I watched that show, a couple of episodes off and on. But dude, that's really interesting. I love that.
Yeah.
I really
So
do.
we kind of stole that and incorporated it into our lore in a way.
Creative borrowing, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
man. Well,
Yeah.
speaking of which, not too long ago we did Super Spliff
Mhm.
to the EP,
Mhm.
Reptilian Love Bots, which was
Yep.
absolutely
Awesome, awesome EP.
fantastic. And we recently did a reaction to your new release, Something to Say.
Mhm.
So I'm taking it Something to Say is going to be off of a new project. Is this going to be another EP or is it a full length album or?
Yeah, so something to say is actually so the other half of what we do is more kind of more intuitive writing, I would say, is more like it's going to be on an EP called Gifts from the Ether. And so we kind of have like our Gifts from the Ether, which is songs that I feel like lyrically just kind of like come to me, you know?
I love it.
So that's something to say versus where the Reptilian Love Bots obviously it was like a concept song. So we kind of have two different like ways that we write, either, in these concepts, in these stories of this universe that we've built, or kind of more intuitively. We also just love to jam and play, and often like it does feel like it's just like a gift from something coming to us. So
Mhm.
that's what Something to Say will be on, and we're hoping to get that out probably in February.
Yeah, early next year is the target.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of what we do is the concept stuff, but it's not all of it. So we want to we've sort of created an outlet for concept stuff and for everything else. And so this Gifts from the Ether is kind of in that everything else bucket.
Very cool, man. So how obviously making up like concept albums is not an easy thing for a lot of people, man.
For sure.
How did you guys pick your bandmates, man? How long did it take to get your bandmates together to form this?
That was a little trickier, obviously, than just kind of us two. Once we found each other, that was kind of the genesis of it all. But it was tough to kind of lock down our lineup, just because it's hard to find other people who want to be in a serious project. And then aside from that, people just sort of come and go, right? So we've gone through a couple bandmates that have just sort of moved away. Our old bass player, Cole, who you guys know,
Right.
And so it took a little while to kind of find our permanent members. Our drummer, so we've been playing with our drummer for just about a year. It's actually like a year.
Maybe your anniversary.
Like this week is sort of the
wow.
one is kind of when we first started playing together. And then our bass player we found shortly after, sort of in January. We had a keyboard player who left the band over the summer, but we sort of brought in a new guy for that role. But that's pretty fresh. So it's things are still kind of in motion. It feels like we've finally sort of locked down what we would consider our core lineup to be at this point. But it took, probably 2 years of searching before we found that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, because it's not being in a band's not always the easiest thing to do, man. And along that same line, man, one of the things that we've been finding out since we started getting involved in the community is the sense of community that's around here in the independent scene. How important is that to you guys to have as musicians, knowing that you've got a community out there that's helping each other?
Yeah, it's super important. Yeah, it's very central to kind of the idea of what we want to do. And my other job, I actually work as a therapist, and so I'm very into just like, I think a lot of us feel really alone at this time in history as humans. And so, something that music has done for both of us, I think I can speak to, is like brought us closer to ourselves, to other people, helped us connect with other people. And I think that music is just such a great catalyst. Connect to you guys. You guys are
man.
And eventually. So I think that's very central to kind of what our mission, so to say, is with the music, is we want to create like a community. We want to create spaces that people feel safe to express themselves, to play out different ideas, to be creative, and just, fostering environment for growth and hopefully, some sort of change or transformation as well.
That's awesome. And that's another reason why we know that you guys are one of the bands that we want to be on this festival as well, man, because that's our whole thing, is building a community.
Absolutely.
Man. That's why I'm so glad to do this, man.
Oh yeah. And as I've spoken with the other bands too, this has been really fun because it feels like there is no like rivalry. Everybody kind of they help each other. You know what I mean? They support each other. I feel like, word of mouth. Hey, this band is cool to play with. If you need someone to, go out and jam with, or, go out and play a show with these guys, everybody puts in together. You know what I mean? It feels almost like, for the people who are independent, underground, DIY, who are trying to build something like yourselves, you know what I mean? I feel like it is a good place to be, because there is so much care and love for the music that we love, and other music, other genres as well. Music seems to be a very big part of most everyone's lives that we've spoken to. As like you're saying, it's very healing. It's therapeutic. It helps you grow in ways that maybe you didn't even know you could. So, I love the fact that there are bands out there who are willing to put in the work and the time to get out something that they need to say that might help somebody. You never know. Just one song could literally change someone's trajectory. And that's why we love music so much, because it's helped us. We've seen it help others. And I mean, that's what we want to build here. We want to build a stable community where people like yourselves can come and have a place to play and get your message out and enjoy yourselves,
Right.
at the same time.
Yeah.
So thankful for you guys and what you're doing, and yeah, that we get to be a part of it. So thank you.
Totally.
I love
Oh, and
it.
it's
Thank
great,
you.
especially the music scene around here is awesome. But it's because Boulder is a college town. I'm not the young buck I once was, right? So I feel like through what you guys are doing, it's helped to kind of pull us out of the Boulder sort of bubble that we've been in. It's more of a Denver-based scene, Lafayette-based scene, and just kind of getting out of like the college bubble, which is fun. I mean, college students are, they love music, right? And so
Absolutely.
we want them to come
Yeah.
check us out and enjoy our stuff, right? But we want, we don't only want to appeal to like super young people, right? And so through Quest for the Fest and everything you guys are doing, the other bands that you're bringing into our world, like it's just sort of broadening our whole musical world and our whole musical community. So that's been awesome.
Yeah, dude, and I'm glad you said that, man, because that's originally when we very first started talking about this like 3 years ago, man. Originally, in the very beginning, I think we even spouted out it was just going to be a metal fest or whatever, and I remember very early on going, I don't want it to just be a metal fest, man. I want it to be, heavy music, but I want it to be like, bands like yourself, where for me, it's like trippy, the themes of this, like the reptilian love bots, the trippy alien shit. We were sitting here out here in our yard one night. I think we told you, and we have a lot of sky shit that happens in our area, lots of air things going on, UFO type things. And we were listening to your all's EP.
What a moment.
And it was so great, man, because we're seeing all this cool stuff happen in the sky and then just sitting there tripping.
Oh, dude, it was
your
lovely.
music, man. So it's such a cool thing, man, for us to find bands like yourself who are organic, and I can't wait to witness this, man. So
I know. It's going to be so fun. Him and I have been talking literally about that. Like even when we just did the super spliff, we were like, man, to see this live, this is going to be just intense, dude. Just all the little nuances and things that are happening in the background, all the effects and things that are on your vocals, man. It just takes you on a journey, dude.
Yeah.
And I appreciate music that has depth. You know what I mean? Like nice, full sound, something that you can just immerse yourself in, man. And it was just the perfect music for that experience.
Yeah, it was a great night that night. It was a great night. I wanted to ask you, guys, before I forget, the concept theories, man. What drew you to writing concept music?
So I mean, for my whole life, I've always been someone who at least kind of dabbled in creating, I haven't exactly like, written a book or anything like that, obviously, but like I've always dabbled with coming up with my own story ideas and concept ideas. And I had kind of banked up a lot of ideas over basically the last like 10 years. Story ideas that I just was kind of sitting on. And then when Sarah and I met, it just was like this explosion of, oh, this is how we're going to do it. This is what we're going to do with the ideas. And then when she came on board, we together, ever since, we got together, it's always a both of us thing,
For sure.
And like it's not just me coming up with the story concept, so we do it fully together. And
Yeah, but I think it was, if I can interject a little bit,
yeah,
yeah, like I think it was like our second or third date, and like yeah, starts talking about like one of the concepts that he's been thinking about, and I was just like, and he was like, well, you probably don't wanna, this is weird to talk about, and I was like, what? Like I want to hear about this world that you're like creating.
I love it.
You're like nerding out about it, and I love sci-fi, and yeah, I would say like short stories and stuff like that I've written in the past, or just like lyrics, but it definitely reawoken something in me that like I like forgot about, right? This playfulness, this like imagination, and we kind of like found ourselves, yeah, almost kind of getting lost in these different worlds. It almost feels like, to get a little weird and mystical, like it almost feels like you're uncovering something more than you're making it up, right? Like it's like, oh, well, what's this person? Why are they doing this? What's their motive?
Yeah.
And I think for me as a lyricist, getting to write from different characters' perspectives,
For sure.
felt like super fun. And yeah, it's just it's so
yeah,
much fun is really
totally. And
what it is.
I guess one more thing for me too is one of my favorite and the most influential bands of my life is a band called Coheed and Cambria. I don't know
Yes,
if you
Yeah.
guys know them. They're a heavy band. You'd really, really dig
I
them.
actually saw them open up for the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh,
Really?
that sounds like amazing
That's a
show.
dream show
Oh
for
no, no,
me.
no, no! Forgive me. It was Slipknot. They actually opened up for
Oh, sick.
Slipknot.
That makes more sense,
Yes,
and that would also be fucking sick.
that was Gnarls Barkley who opened up for Red Hot Chili.
Sure. Yeah, yeah,
Red
yeah.
Hot Chili. Yeah, yeah. Forgive me.
Yeah, because I'm also a diehard Chili Peppers fan.
Yeah.
But Coheed and Cambria's entire catalog is based off of a singular story concept that the lead singer has been writing and developing over the course of their entire career.
Wow.
And
That's his
so,
life also.
yeah, him and his wife do it together. It's kind of similar, actually. And so I take a ton of inspiration from that. I actually am sort of from the same area that they're from in New York.
Mhm.
So I've known about them since I was a kid. They've always been massively influential to me. And so in my mind, I would kind of put together these story concepts, knowing someday like this is what I want to do with them. I want to turn all these into big musical, almost,
Oh,
rock opera, but not cheesy, you know, kinds of ideas, but I never really knew how to actually do that or take it to the next level. It wasn't until we started together with our creative partnership that that really blossomed.
hell
Very
yeah,
cool.
dude.
I wanted to ask you too, Sarah. You write the lyrics too, as well. Do you do the lyrics?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that, like, when you guys are coming up, I always wondered how this worked with a lot of bands. Like, if you guys are coming up with riffs, he comes up with something, or you come up with something. How long does it take you when you hear like a melody? Sometimes, how long does it come up to take like with words to that? Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, how is it difficult to pull lyrics out of
Music.
like a riff like that?
I mean, I think that's kind of where like it actually comes pretty quickly to me, which is kind of where we had to differentiate like the gifts from the ether, which is the
Okay.
non-content stuff, because I'll just write like what I like it just kind of does come to me. Whereas like having to sit down and kind of look at a piece a little bit more intellectually, like, okay, this riff goes to this song, which is about this part of the story. What do I really want to say here? What would this character say, right? So they're kind of just different types of writing, but I will say for me, that's one of the things I really like. I like both. I've been enjoying the concept stuff, but it does feel like pretty intuitive in terms of just like, oh, okay, this is what words would go with this part of the song. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's just interesting to me, man, because you think about how bands get together and write, and that's one of the things that always intrigued me was, how quickly, words come to, putting those songs together. It's really cool. All right, guys, where do you see you guys going from here, man? What's next for you guys? Recording wise.
Sure. So we're working on the next EP right now. That's going to be the Gifts from the Ether, Volume 1. We're dubbing that because the idea is just to kind of follow up on the last thing. I find that lyrics come really easily to Sarah, and because she can write so many lyrics, it really kind of created that need to create those two different categories, this Gifts from the Ether. And so we're calling this one Volume 1 of what we envision to be over the years many volumes, right, of these songs that just, because I'll play a riff or a chord progression, and I mean sometimes within 2 minutes she's singing a hook, and so, and sometimes that's like sounds like it could fit in a concept, and sometimes it like obviously doesn't, right? And so that's kind of the beauty of having those two buckets. And so the next thing will be that Gifts from the Ether Volume 1, which will be an EP. And then, we're working on following that with what will be our first full length record next year as well.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got a bunch of shows. We're doing a bunch of shows. That's been going really well for us lately. So, the next gig is Quest for the Fest, which we're so stoked about.
Hell yeah. Us too.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's going to be obviously the peak experience for us. But we've got more coming down the pipeline after that. Some more things booked for December and February, trying to set some stuff up in January. So there's a lot going on. It's kind of hard to manage it all and juggle it all, right? Between the recording and the gigging, and we love writing. Writing for us comes it's the easiest part. We can just write and write and write, and riffs and chord progressions and lyrics, and we'll have 500 songs, but none of it will be recorded, right? And so at a certain point you have to stop writing and you have to put together a record, And so,
yeah, and then somewhere in there you got to go to sleep too.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's so easy when you're so plugged in. I notice, I mean, I don't write music, but I do a lot of the editing and I do the content creating and stuff. So I know that when you are in that flow, especially when it's like you two, when you're a couple doing it together, I just feel like it's so easy and so organic because there is that flow. Right. It's not like you're having to sit and actually come up with this, and it's almost just like it washes over you, and both of you kind of get connected at the same time. And it's like, oh my god, and then you just hit the floor running. Yeah. I just feel like it's just so beautiful because watching the video, Something to Say, like you can just see it. You know what I mean? It's not like you guys are just in a band or whatever and you're just having fun. I get it, but you can see the actual connection and how it is very organic and it just flows and it's beautiful. So, I mean, yeah, man, what you guys are doing is wonderful. Keep going.
Yeah, man. And again, I want to thank both of you personally, again, for taking the time to do this, because and taking a chance on us as well, because this is our first. This is our step out. We're stepping out in faith, man, and we're just here to build this community. Things have been happening for both of us, for you guys, for us, and I'm really thankful to both of you for doing this with us. Absolutely. And I cannot wait for this show, man. I cannot, because it's more than just more than a single show to us, man. This is the first steps into making our future festival, man. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And sincerely. Yeah, so grateful for you guys. Anything else that you would like to say to, any more dates, any more things coming up before we go?
Well, just totally likewise, you guys. Yeah. Like, we're in this together. We're kind of like, we're on different sides of the same coin, kind of at the same part of our journey in a way. And so it feels really, it's
we love what you guys
it's a huge honor that you guys
to be a part of it.
Want to do this with us. So we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We're really looking forward to it.
Dude.
I guess so our next gig after Quest for the Fest is going to be December 5th at the Spot, climbing gym in Boulder. They do music there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
the climbing gym, they do little gigs.
Yeah, that should be interesting. Yeah.
Where's this at in Boulder?
Knock some people off the.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, man.
I'm not a good boulderite, so I've never actually been to. It's possible I've never been to a climbing gym. So I don't even know, but our drummer booked the gig for us. He's played there with another band before, so he said it was pretty cool.
Yeah, all right, man.
And then the next thing we've got on the books after that is
D3.
it's at a venue in Denver called D3.
Okay.
And that's February. Oh man, I need to be better at knowing this. It's mid-February.
Get it to us. We'll put it on the
On
screen.
date TBD. Yeah. But yeah, lots of stuff going on. We're super psyched about Quest for the Fest. It's gonna be the best fucking night.
Fuck yeah, man.
Hell
Babe.
yeah, guys. Thank you. I mean, just to follow up, thank you guys so much again. I appreciate all of your time and your commitment to the community. I really appreciate what you're doing because we are all in this together, man, and we're gonna build what we want together. It's gonna go brick by brick. It might not be super quick, but the best things aren't.
Never is.
That's right, man. Never is quick. Yeah, man. And I guess that's we're gonna wrap it up there, guys, man. And if you guys are still here watching us, go out and check out Free Will Unit, Reptilian Love Bots, and what was the something to say? Thank you. Spotify, all streaming services.
All streaming platforms. At
Instagram.
Yep, Instagram is at Free Will Unit Music. That's pretty much it. Yeah, all streaming wherever you listen to music, YouTube, wherever. So
right on, man.
Hell
yeah, guys. All right, guys, that's it for this edition of Fresh Roasted Metal. If you're still here with us, give us that big thumbs up. Just don't give us the finger.
Because it's not nice.
That's right. That's right. And if you want to, hit that big subscribe button. Join the SGBC. Come hang out with us at Quest for the Fest, Lafayette, November 15th. Showtime's 8 p.m. with our friends Free Will Unit.
Hell yeah, guys. We are super stoked.
Thank you guys so much, man.
Thank you. And we will
so much, guys.
Thank you.
Yep. Peace.